Hey there, everyone. Wanted to talk a little bit today about formatting your paper in MLA formatting. Okay, please note that as of the time of this recording, we're working with MLA 8. They do release new MLA editions over time. So in 2020, MLA 8 is your go-to. All right, so what does MLA 8 say? Well, MLA 8 says that you need to have a heading in every document that you submit for a class that uses MLA. Okay, so how does that look? Well, it looks like this, right? Student name, instructor name, class name, and the deadline date. Okay, that should be formatted day, month, year. All right, keep that in mind. So what does this mean for you? Well, let's swap these out here real fast. So instead of student name, let's say John Smith, okay? If you're in my class, you'd use my name. So the instructor name would be Kristen Gosinski. The class name would be whichever class you're writing this for. So for example, English 1101, your class code, whoops, if you spell it correctly, ENGL 1101. And then let's say the deadline date for an assignment is today. So that would be 11 August 2020. Okay, so let's look at that. Now, there is something else that we need to do, right? We need to highlight everything because we need to change the font. So we switch it over to Times New Roman. We want to make sure that the font size is 12. And then we have to double space it. Boom. We're all set. Okay. Now, we have to add a header of the document, right? The header is going to go at the top here. So you double click at the top, just above your name, and it'll open up the header of the document. So you go over to page number. So we need to have a page number. We want to make sure the alignment is right. So we click OK. Boom, it puts that in there. So now we go to home. And we want this to be right aligned because we want our last name to be right up next to the page number here. So boom, right aligned. And we'll put student last name. Okay, so we've already identified this student as John Smith. So let's swap that out real quick. Okay, and then we have to, if we look at this, we notice that the fonts look a little bit different, right? And everything in MLA should be uniform. So it wants to be 12-point Times New Roman font in both the heading and the header, okay? So what I'm gonna do, because I'm lazy, is I'm just gonna use the Control A function, which will highlight everything in my header. So you can do that as well. So if you have a Windows computer, you can do Control A. If you have a Mac, then it's Command A. Essentially the same thing. It highlights whatever's in the section you're working with. All right, so now that we've done that, we can go over to font, change it to Times New Roman, change size to 12. Whoops, things are going crazy over here. So once we've done that, we can click down, okay? We hit enter from right here. Notice there's no extra spaces, anything like that. Just enter once, and then presumably you're going to need a title, right? So we want to center that title. Okay, we're going to call this title of document for right now. So notice I haven't bolded it, I haven't italicized it, I haven't underlined it, nothing like that. The MLA doesn't ask for that. Okay, all it wants is for you to type the title of your document as it is. Okay, so we hit enter. Notice we're still centered. Let's go left aligned up here so that we're right in line with our heading. Okay, and then it's time to get started. Every paragraph needs an indentation, so we hit tab one time, and then we get on with writing. All right, guys, if you have any questions or need anything, please let me know. You know how to find me. Just send me an email. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.